Hey guys, I'm doing this quick rub rail reinstall repair here on this 2003 Yamaha SUV, but this applies to basically all of the older, let's just say like maybe 2004 and younger, maybe 2005 and younger two-stroke Yamaha Waverunners that have the fiberglass shells anyway, where it has it's a two-piece clamshell basically. It's this top half here, and then it comes together at a seam, and it's lowered down at the factory and glued together and then riveted. So I had to drill out some of these rub rail rivets, and I had a heck of a time finding the correct ones in order to be able to install them. It was mainly because of this shank right here. Nothing wanted to work with these standard, cheapo, like these are probably 10 to 15 bucks on Amazon and at your Harbor Freight tool stores. So nothing really wanted to work very well as far as fitting into these adapters and being able to pull this out. I bought, I think it was a 1/4 inch one previously, where this part was a 1/4 inch wide. I need to get the correct length measurement because you do need it to squish to the correct tolerance in order to hold your rub rail on. And these measurements just weren't working out when I had ordered them. So I have so many boxes of these damn things I got to return. So I want to make this a little easier for somebody else maybe doing the same repair, and so that you don't have to buy the awfully expensive Yamaha OEM rivets. It's just unnecessary. So I did buy this one on Amazon here. Let's see, it is a Mywalty. How's that? Mewalty. So anyway, it's got, how many does it have here? Forgot where that one is at. It does have 4 of these adapters. So the one that works, let me show you the rivets that finally worked first. These are also from Amazon. Let's see if I can give you a nice focus there for a screenshot. Alrighty, so that's exactly what I bought. Let me put a Amazon screenshot of the actual product right here. All right, so that's for those guys right there. Just to show you what we're looking at here, the actual measurement. So you need to, I'm going to point with this tip right here. So the actual measurement that you need is going to be 1 inch, and it's going to be from the inside of this cap right here, or the, I don't know what you call that, the foot cap, whatever, to the tip right here, right before the ball. That's 1 inch. You don't count the ball. That's what pulls inside. And the actual squish distance, so the amount that this is going to pull in, I want to, whatever it says on there, there you go. It is 17.4 to 19 millimeter, and that's going to close the gap on this Yamaha SUV specifically, but very likely, I'm guessing, I'm almost sure that that's going to be the engineered gap as well on your XLT 1200s, your XL 800s, GP 1200 and $1,300, etc. All those older fiberglass, true fiberglass hulls. Then as far as the actual tool that I bought, this blah blah Waverunner, whatever, I'll put a screenshot right here. And the size selector that you use, don't use this one that fits almost perfectly. Mine got super jammed up. I mean, there's some teeth inside of here. So you have the little adapter thing, whatever, and then it goes on about here with threads. Then you have this 2-piece kind of alligator mouth adapter, and this sucker, man, it hung up in there bad. I had to pull out the vise. I had to get fancy. It probably took me 10-15 minutes just to pull that damn that end out after it broke off the rivet. Finally, it was a pain. So use the biggest one. It's a little on the loose side, as you can see, but it works perfectly. And then, of course, if you haven't done rivets before, when you're done, it'll break off, and then you hear the snap, pop rivet, right? So it'll hear a pop, and then I give it one more pump, and then the stem end here, I can never remember the name of this, mandrel, I think it's called. The mandrel will just fall out the back of the device through this hole right here, and you're done with that rivet. Move along. Now, for me, what I like to do when I'm doing these rivets, before I do any of them, I go behind, I have this loose rub rail just flapping around. These are the old holes. This guy here, and a couple more. So I like to go in there from either behind or the front, and I like to fill that old hole and just stuff it with marine fast cure. This PL Marine off of, you can buy this at Lowe's, Home Depot, I believe. Bought mine through Amazon. It's about the same price. Through hole fastening and deck fittings, because these are notorious spots. When Yamaha drills these, there's a lot of these that are actually left out, but you'll get a lot of leaks that are coming from under here. And then because this is holding together the two halves of your ski, basically, you'll get a lot of water migration from behind that'll actually push into your hole through those things. So I like to go back and just seal up everything and then come in here and just drill my own rivet holes where it's convenient for me, because this cap is just going to pop in and cover all that up anyway. And then before I pop my new rivet into there, I like to take that PL Marine adhesive. So I'll drill my hole, squirt some of that PL into there to stuff that new hole, and as I take my rivet in, I kind of just rotate it around and get a nice gob on there. Basically, you're waterproofing this rivet for, well, as long as you'll ever own a ski, I guarantee that, because who owns a ski for more than 20 years, right? But I end up with really dry skis because of that, basically. So on to the actual rivet measurements. I think we did this one, yeah. So this is 1 inch from there to the tip of the business component, not the round part. So right at, you see it right there, 1 inch line was there. That's where it went to, is right there. So it's 1 inch of actual business. It's going to squish down to that 17 point whatever to 19 point whatever, which you can see is just it's a really, really nice snug fit on there. And you saw it on the box, but just to show you the thickness of these guys. So you are at sorry, I don't have a battery in there, but it's like 4.8 millimeter thick. And what else do you want to know here? I guess I'll put it on there, why not? This I'll call it a washerish, the washerish end, 10, 9. It's right at 9 mil. 9 mil. So you could sleeve a little washer on here if you feel like you want it for some reason. If you over drill the size of your hole and you don't think the rub rail is going to slip through, don't hesitate to slip a skinny ass washer on there, and that'll hold it in. Then just pump it up and you should be good to go. All right, let's move on to one. So as you see over on the port side of the ski, let me try to turn on my light again. Let's zoom in. And I'll turn my flashlight on. All right. So I pre-filled all these old holes. As you can see, it looks ragged. Who cares? It's going behind the rub rail. It's all filled in, everything I could possibly do. Then I fill up the back of my ski with water, put it at a really steep angle down. I fill it up and I look on the back to see if there's any water coming through the back. And there isn't. Okay, so the actual size of the hole that will throw the rivet in is going to be 7/32. That's what this is not the 7/32. But when you try to drill these guys, it's going to want to kind of wander all over the place. So instead of tapping or trying to do some kind of tap, so here's the old hole right here. I'll go about an inch to the left of that one to start my first rivet, and I want to pre-drill. Go really light on your pressure as you get down to the last stage area. You're gonna end up punching through, obviously. All right, so we've pre-drilled with a skinny one, and then we'll put our 7/30 in. All right. Don't feel like you have to go on max forward speed like me either on that drill. You can always go slow with that. That'll give you a little center punch, basically. Alright, get it out. Then let's get our PL. I like these that don't keep pressure on it. They actually release the pressure as soon as you release the handle. It's a much better caulk gun. We'll just pre-fill that hole in there with the PL. And as we shove our rivet in, we'll kind of twist it and get some of that goop on there. It's going to push it out, a lot of that out the back, of course. And then with our largest rivet adapter. Alright, so starting to tighten up, but it's not quite there. It'll pop right there. there. It's popped, but it won't release. One more, two more is released, and out the back side, and you're done. So nice and tight on there. Move on to your next. Rinse, repeat till you're done, and you're done. You're welcome.